It's alright. We'll can't do it. We'll call you alone. We'll call you alone. And the Horny Pastar. Hey! Pastar, how much time you walk? How much time you walk with that? Love girl sister around. One blood clot and I'm a one for church sister. Allow it. My question is, are you going to forward them? Are you going to take up the challenge?
These questions now, yeah. I read them, but could you repeat the first one?
Okay. Let me go into it. Alright, so the first question was, where are all these single men that don't have any children? They need to phone in and find out. And you want to find out what their experience is trying to find a woman that doesn't have any children.
It's very difficult because most of the girls start to get pregnant at teenagers' age.
Yeah, we know that part. But just like you say, there's not all men have children, not all women have children.
True, it's very difficult to find them though.
Is that for the men as well? In that sense,
there's more men out there without children than women without children.
Think so?
Yeah. Girls keep getting pregnant for the same guys.
I don't want you to answer for them. I want you to put the question out there.
I will, but I'm answering for you just to expect certain of the answers that be coming around. More, but this is a fact as well.
I don't been meeting your men and then getting them thrown in either, you know.
No. I don't want to. What I don't want to win a argument. I want to make better a society or a black race or black people. It's not necessarily, I want to be right. I don't want to be right. If I'm wrong, I'm totally wrong and fix that. So there's many more women have children. But as I said, black women getting pregnant for the same men. So there's many men out there that don't have no children. Maybe even, I know one Rasta man right now that is dying to get somebody pregnant. As was chatting last night, he got no children. And every woman that he seemed to find has children and he don't want them. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that's one person you know, there are millions of people that you know.
Yes, that's just one, but just coincident.
Okay.
But most black girls I know have children if they're over 25. Most.
Okay.
Next question. Let me see if I can have them still.
Men who want to return to one of their baby mothers, call in and state why you'd like to return. And what's stopping you from returning, basically?
I'm gonna answer that for you just for the phone call sake. Most black men that get a girl pregnant didn't even want to break up with her anyway.
I knew he was gonna say that. He said she put him out.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So, they're gonna, all of them gonna say they want to, but they're gonna tell her the reason why as well. The reason is because she don't like him anymore. She move on. She's gonna take up all him enemy to her ass clot, just to hurt him. So him want come back, but the comeback seems sticky. The amount of time me ask baby mothers to come back, and them I tell me one heap of story, and on the time them come back, when whatever them left for didn't work. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why black men can't get to go back with them baby mother, because them baby mother don't like them after she breed for them. They like somebody else baby father. Yeah, we had that discussion about a couple of weeks ago, innit? Alright, so moving along swiftly, I still want to hear some men's opinion on it. I hear your opinion, I hear your, and that's fine. But number 3, right, what was that? 3 again? Okay, men to call in to state 3 things they look for a woman that they're approaching. What is it? What is the 3 things that you look for? Obviously, we know looks is most probably going to be the first thing, innit? But then what's the next 2 things? That this woman has to have this type of standard or this whatever. Femininity. She have basic 3 things. She have to be feminine, very feminine. A masculine woman is not. A man is not attracted to a masculine woman because he's masculine. He's gonna feel that he's quite a gay. if he's with
What?
yeah, he's gonna wonder at himself at times.
Okay.
She has to be feminine. Secondly, a woman has to be as natural as she can. These Barbie doll girls, nobody want to wife them because every man know that people check the Barbie doll girl as a hoe. Whether she's a hoe or not, it's perception. So they have on this long eyelash that hoes wear. They got on this long wig that hoes wear. They got on all the makeup in the world that hoes, that people that are looking attention. No man want a woman that is seeking attention from every man. So when we see these girls out there, whoa, we want to fuck them because we are men and we love to fuck. We have to, yeah. So we want to fuck them, so we give them attention, and then they get misconstrued.
So the woman just feels comfortable, and she's not looking mad, but she feels doing her makeup and her hair and stuff makes her feel feminine.
Well, if she can't feel feminine without her wig, remember the husband that she get won't see her with wig and makeup all the time. So if it's that makes you feel feminine, she got a problem that we cannot fix.
Okay, cool. Then.
It's her problem that, and most black girls that wear wig, they only feel good in wig. And so I don't like you in wig, but you only feel good in wig. What's gonna happen now? I don't matter.
True that, but then you wouldn't have picked a woman that's
no, we ain't picking. We're trying to have sex with her. Okay. Sex is different from having a wife or a good woman to settle down with. And we need to have sex, so we will have sex with whoever is a woman, whether she dress any way or she want. Secondly, most of these girls, they dress in belly skin in the winter. You're looking attention. You're looking attention. So nobody wants a wife that is seeking attention because maybe she's a good woman, you know. But the perception, all right, a nice Rasta lady or a nice natural hair lady that dress in a long skirt, just appropriate to the time. You're not dressing like a selling. Very attractive. It exudes confidence as well. They say, oh, she's confident, because most of the girls are insecure, so they just all the fandangles them to feel good. Nobody want a woman that have to feel good in all these fandangles.
You said earlier about the masculine thing, but some women are quite confident within themselves and cannot be mistaken for being man.
What make a woman don't be mistaken for being man is what she says, is not what we says. When she come to the conclusion that that don't make her look masculine, it doesn't convince us. So she might say she don't look masculine or act masculine or go on masculine, but it's not for her to judge herself. It's for us, because we are the buyers. We are the buyers. She's the product, and we are the buyers. So if we decide that the product, she could decide anything she wants about herself, but we, the buyer, have to decide. So she's saying this, she's saying that, don't mean nothing to none of us. It mean what she wants to mean to her. We, the buyer. So she have to dress as feminine as possible, as homely as possible. Nobody want a hoe. Girls don't like to be homely. Somehow the call break.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
I don't know, the reception's a bit dodgy around there today.
I never asked what happened when phone cut out. These are phones, they fuck off when they're ready.
Alright, cool. So let's move on. What was the third one? We said, what was the three things? Did you actually list 3 things? Not to be masculine, not with the hair and stuff, and what was the third thing?
As feminine as possible. I don't know if I did list 3, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we just said the looks came off first, didn't it? Alright, cool. So name 3 things that turned you off of a woman that you've been with for at least a year or more. Obviously, it was fine in that whole year. You was getting along, everything's cool. What could have turned you off? What 3 things could have turned you off from saying, yo, we're stopping it here, or we're not looking to go any further? as a man.
Chat too much. Want to make their own decision when they are in a relationship with a leader. She want to lead. Lead go where? It's not gonna work. The man will feel feminine if you lead. No,
True.
you won't be attracted to a feminine man after a while.
True that.
Okay.
Okay.
Name 3 things that turn a man off. Wigs and makeup. Piercing the face. One heap of tattoo.
But if you met her with all those things, then
No,
obviously...
not me. I'm talking in general.
Personally, yeah, but I'm saying if the person met that person with all those things, obviously,
yes.
you can't call that as part of the situation.
If I meet a girl with tattoo, that's fine. If she have them when I meet her, that's fine with me. But if she get them after I meet her, bore up face and lip and tongue, especially a girl with bore lip, the lower lip, they're bi. 90% of them, if not every one of them with a bore lip, is bi. That's a turn off.
Okay.
And they and what else they do? They don't. The woman that don't take no talk. Me, I'm own a bigger man. No, you can't be with me and be own a bigger man because you're gonna make a decision that is gonna jeopardize the relationship. I am the leader. I'm the guider. Women need guidance. They never admit it, but they need guidance. But from experience, the amount of stupid stuff that I see women do. That's why in most relationships, you're the woman. He's controlling. No, it's because you are out of control. Not necessarily you. The lady is out of control. She needs controlling, else she's gonna do stuff that is gonna make us break up. And we didn't want to invest the time and lose all that time.
Okay.
So she can't be making her own decisions.
But she still has the right to disagree with maybe some of the decisions that you're making, right?
You see?
And if she does disagree with some of the decisions, and maybe not all, you're still holding her up against the fact that she don't want to...
We still have a problem because I'm the leader. And if I'm in an army...
But you've got to agree to disagree for both of you to be comfortable in the situation, right?
If I'm the army and we want to win this war, you have to listen to the general. The general have strategized this war all the time. He know what he's doing, his experience, and he know what is gonna win the war and what's gonna jeopardize him and the rest of the soldier them being the children.
Okay, cool.
So his second in command has to carry out the command unless she's dealing with an idiot man, which is her decision to choose him.
No matter what, it always goes back to her decision, and that's she to blame because she did it at the point.
The only time a woman have sex with a man that she didn't make a decision to have sex with is rape.
Yeah, true.
So every single time a woman have sex, she decide to who she choose. She choose. Man decide who they like and want to have sex with, and women decide who they have sex with.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave you with that one. All right. So you've done the 3 things that he's trying to add me. All right. So what's the next one? Oh yeah. Okay. So men. When your woman makes more money than you, how does it make you feel? And can you be with a woman that makes more money than you, or does it feel like a challenge from the beginning?
To me personally, that doesn't mean anything. To me. So this question will definitely be for all of them is, but this one, the other men them have to go put in what them feel, and we go get a lot of feedback on that. So me personally, that does not affect me in any way possible. Only way it will affect me if she now feel like she is the leader because she earned the most. That's gonna be a problem, and most girls act like it when they earn the most. They are now the leader and they want to make the talk because they earn and they earn and they earn, and that doesn't. The person that earned the most isn't necessarily the wisest person, and not because she earned the most, she don't need leadership. Just to seem like the girl who don't have a dollar need leadership. The girl who is rich need leadership. Because she will make silly decisions because women work off of their feelings. And when you work off your feelings, you make feelings decision, not logical and wise decision. You make feelings, and it's across the board. Women think with their feelings. I feel, I believe. I don't think it goes like that. But when the facts are there, it's not about thinking, feeling, or believing.
Okay. All right, let's go to question 6. We've got one more after this. All right, then. Men, if you have a woman who came, when you got with her, she had future plans which she was working towards to ensure that she has a successful future. You and her get together and you come with your visions. All right, the two visions don't match. Would you still work with your partner to get both of those visions active and off the ground, or would you only be looking to work towards your vision?
I'm not positive on this answer because it's possible. I'm thinking now. I'm not faxing. I'm thinking. I would think that people would be able to, or should be able to, work on both dreams.
Why do I hear a butt coming?
I don't really have a butt. Maybe there was one. But
I feel like, okay, sorry, that's my feeling. Go.
I this one is a bit tricky to me because as I'm thinking, as I said, we should be able to work on both dreams, but maybe it get strenuous. And then if the man come in at the situation and he's a very knowledgeable man and wise man, and he can say, well, that what you're doing is good, but this part of what you're doing is not going to go too far, because again, you know, most women have feelings, man work off logics. So if a man come in and analyze up the thing, and he's a good man, because most men have the best interest for their woman. It's a natural instinct for us mostly. They have the best interest. So that one day we need other men on that one day. We can't just answer that so. I don't know it. I don't know the answer, so I'm not going to think an answer. I have to facts for the answer. So that.
But obviously, if it was you, you'd be able to. You'd more look to try and work on both visions.
Yes, I had to try that. I don't know if it would have been end out good, but I would have tried that because I don't want to make the lady feel like fear ideas them is totally stupid, and before she meet me, she was being a bum and she wasn't successful. But I'd have to help out with that.
Okay, cool. All right, and last question. Kind of like that same question. It leads off of that same question. But men, why is it, and that's not all men, so please don't quote me on all men, but why is it when you came to this woman that you have and you had your idea, she got her idea running, her idea is cool right now, it's off the ground, but you got a nice vision and you haven't taken it off the ground. It's just something that you keep talking about, but you're not moving to it, all right? Now, you've got with this woman and she's helped you to get that vision off the ground. Now your vision, let's call it a business or whatever, it's flourishing, it's active, it's up and running. All of a sudden, you feel like there's nothing that she can advise you on. Any little advice she's trying to advise you on, maybe something's going wrong, something's going left, I don't know, whatever the issue is, she's trying to advise you now. Because you're now running the business and you can see that it's flourishing and everything's cool now, you've kind of been on your own with it. All of a sudden, her opinion's not valid. She cannot advise you on nothing. She cannot say, hold on a minute, that looks like it's going down because of such and such. Your response
maybe,
more like, am I business, am I client this, or this, or me doing it with this, but you're not realizing that overall you keep friending people out there, for instance, because you want friend, you're giving them discount, which is messing up your business overall. When you remember say you had a plan with your business, you got to stick to targets, that's what it is, strategize and all that. We had that all in your beginning, but now that you're in it, I don't know what's happened. It's like you're overbossy with it. You're giving up deals all over the place. You're making friend here, friend there, and it's almost like a friend business as opposed to your business that you're supposed to be keeping the structure with. Now, when your partner, wife, woman, whatever, is advising you on this and saying, boy, you're making it drop for whatever reason, all of a sudden she don't have no advice. She don't have no good advice. She don't know nothing. Easy to tell him about it. Remember, say you came with your vision. and your vision didn't come off the ground without that advice, that same person that you're violating, why did men do that? Is my answer, is my question really.
This is the next question that I cannot answer properly, so we'll have to throw this out to the audience. And sometimes it could be, this is not facts, it could be that the lady has grown, the business has passed where she can advise towards it. Because sometimes people, them can advise upon certain aspect, and when you reach a certain level, them not have no knowledge to that level anymore. Not that, you know what I mean? This is good, this is a summarize.
Yeah.
One other part of the question is, I had it in my brain, but I was talking about the next thing. Why do they act up? And secondly, all right, women in business are very strict. They're all about the money. Sometimes it's all about making a loyal customer. So sometimes when the business is off the ground, even when the business before it's off the ground, it's good to give discounts in some ways to make a loyal customer. It's not necessarily free.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. But still, you stated you have your website, you have your cards, these are your costs. Fine, you've got a new customer, you can offer your discount, not a problem. But then you now need to get that new customer back onto your original prices or whatever it is that you're doing. You can't keep that person on, and every person that person introduced you to, you're giving them the same discount.
Maybe the person looks smutty. It could be that, or it could be their strategy for something. Maybe the strategy is wrong. But I am not good at that answer. But me know say in a business, sometimes when a man and a woman in a business, the woman is over strict because she's thinking of money and now. The man thinking of the future, the man thinking long term. So sometimes when you have some long term customer where you sweet up and get them in, but me understand the part where you have to try to say as well, if get them on the right program, the original. And all these new people that come in, I don't know that strategy. I don't know how that strategy gonna work out if the person keeping giving all the new people the same deal that he gave that one person.
Yeah. And for that reason, your partner or whatever it is advising you, listen, it's taking your business the opposite direction to where you aim to. Remember, it's not my aim, or that I'm talking about myself, but I'm saying, for instance, I think this is your vision. You said you want to get to this goal. This was the strategy that we put together for you to get to that goal. All of a sudden now, and your business was fine. It was on the road to going to that goal. Like, you have no problem. Now you're left alone. It looks like, okay, you can manage it. But the time that you're left alone, give it a year to the business is nothing like what we just left it at. And when you come back into it to find out, why is it going the opposite way? It's their discount, it's their friend, it's their, you understand? And then you're trying to advise a person on all of that, and it's like you don't know nothing. But clearly, the results are showing that what you know is taking it the opposite direction.
Get cocky, get overhyped in himself. I done this, blah 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 blah. It's my idea. I'm not good at that answer, but I do understand where you're coming from with that. I cannot say I ever seen it before, but it must happen.
Yeah, I think it happens a lot.
So all of your questions, I love them.
Thank you. I was going through your video because I missed the last couple, so I was going through. Right now I'm still on do women want a husband or the man? So I missed that whole argument that day. But yeah, I think women do want the man, just to add in my little 2 pence.
That was last night.
With the husband title, that's what he chooses to do, because usually it's the man that proposes to a woman. I'm not saying women don't propose to men, but usually, I say traditionally, it will be the man that's proposing to the woman, so he must have picked it up in his own head to marry her.
No.
He said she advised him being this, that, and other to get married. No, he must pick it up on his own head that he wants to marry her.
No. Most of the men that get married didn't pick it up on their head because, as I said, men don't want to get married. They want sex. Marriage is a restriction. It's a liability to men. So nobody wants a liability or restriction. Just like our woman don't want restrictions or liability, a man don't want it either. And marriage has no benefit to a man, none whatsoever. There's nothing a man can get There's nothing that a man can't get from a woman that when he's single, that's when he's married. He can get children, sex, attention, everything. Marriage only benefit the lady.
How does it only benefit the lady? I don't get it.
Because she wants it.
If the woman is taking care of her man 21 days, or what was it? So I'm just trying to remember your little video.
21 times a month you need to ejaculate.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and she's satisfying that.
But
what's the issue?
All right.
She's satisfied. Married, he's happy, they're happy. What do you mean?
No.
Even though I do know still men are still stepping out, and your husband, as the lady was also saying, I mean, wives get the most fun, and that I agree with that. Not that I've ever been a wife, but, you know, just looking out there. Feel sorry for you lot, man.
Men don't want to get married because it's restriction, and if they end up rich, if they are rich or end up rich, and the wife decides because of irreconcilable differences.
That's why men don't get married, just in case those who have their little money, they feel like, okay, the woman's out to come for your money. But I do agree that not every woman is out for money.
Who knows? But who can read her mind and know that she's not? No one can.
No, she don't need to read your mind.
No. The man
that's Brock, and she's still trying to work it. She never got with him for his money.
The man can't read.
Telling him you need to step up your game, but that's just telling you to step up your game. That's not trying to change you from being the Brock man that you met. You know what I mean? That should be an encouragement, really.
Men, if a man get married and he's rich, the woman will take half of his things or as much as possible. Who wants that? No, nobody wants that. There's no benefit.
I don't think the woman's just going to leave for no reason. So there must have been something that the man did why that all happened.
Everything.
In the split, she ended up getting whatever it is.
That's what you say. You don't think. Lots of women leave their man.
I don't think that women are going to break up with their man for no reason. Nobody does that just because I just today woke up and I don't like it. Why? Nobody does that.
Women get bored of their husband after a time, and women told me, I've got a next channel called Bad Twin Red Pill. There's a lady on the line talking to me, and she says a woman have a 5-year plan. But really and truly, it's not a 5-year plan, it's a 10-year plan. I always heard the man them on the channel, them talk about this 10-year plan. Meet the man, encourage him to make as much money as possible and stand by him. Make sure she have 1 or 2 children for him. Make sure she get married to him. Make sure they buy a house. And when it comes to 7 to 9 years, she start frowning a lot. Stop giving the sex. And this was something I heard men say. When I heard a woman state out the plan without any man saying it, only one thing she said wrong about what the men them keep saying was that it was 5 years and the men them say it's 10 years because it's really difficult to accomplish so much in 5 years. But 10 years is a better time. And the woman said it out. She said it. Everything except one thing she said, 5 years instead of 10. So, not every, but we cannot read mine. So we just take it that every woman will work with you, stand by you, get bored of you, fuck up your life, take away your live, think you have to rent one room. Just the other day a woman called me and said she had a friend that was happily married. Soon, he's now renting a flat from some guy while he's still paying the mortgage and the car note for the house that his woman and children live in, and some other guy slapping her in her glue now for free. So maybe you are not interested in that, and then the next thing is something that people don't realize. Today I'm not thinking this, but tomorrow I am.
Again, I'm still going to stick by no woman just breaks up or gets bored of your man. I don't think that really happens. And the only reason why a woman will give up on your man, it's the cheating thing. I swear to God, it's the number one thing. I don't know, like, I'll give you 100%, no problem. But the minute that I think that you're giving out my 100% that I know that you're giving me to somebody else, I can't come in that house with no love with you. I can't smack in my pee. I can't. Even though you're saying it's a man's thing, we should get used to it. I can't do it. It makes me, I don't want to sleep with you. Even if I really want to sleep with you and I want something, and that's still not even going to make me go and sleep with somebody else, because it's you personally that I'll do what my things from, but I can't come there for it.
Just like how when a woman
that
cheats.
out of road, and just like I know that's how you lot feel as men. Obviously, you're not going to be with a woman who's got 5, 6, 7 man. So I don't understand why you lot can't see the same thing. Keep going back to the sperm thing, how much people you could breed.
Well,
based on the basics,
you're trying to change a man now.
My mum said, "What you don't like for yourself, don't do it to others."
You're trying to change a man from being a man now to being I don't know what.
What do you mean? What? Why does that make him a man that he's got to have
because
millions
he is a man and he was made.
But you said if one woman can satisfy him for the 21 days, what's the issue? He needs the 7 days as well.
Most women won't do it. You will say you'll do it now, but most women don't do it for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 9 years. Most women, after they have children.
When someone has broken the chain, I feel like, as I said, he has to have stepped out somewhere and it's come back to her. She can't 100% give it to him like that, even though she wants to. They might all still live in the same house.
She needs help. If you're working at a workplace and they need more staff to manage the workload, the workplace is going to hire more staff. So if she can't manage the workload, just like when a man cannot have proper give his wife.
No, but we said she was managing the workload. She was managing 21 days. So what are you saying? The 7 days that he has to have off. Everybody get holiday.
You see what you're saying.
He has 7 days off. You can't wait those 7 days. You still have to go and find workers to cover those 7 days. That's what you're telling me.
What you are saying is not a fact. You are making up a story to say she is. In reality, women don't want to have as much sex as they used to. In reality, that is. You're just saying.
Feel like your man's cheating.
You're just saying, oh, but she is, for argument's sake, for conversation's sake. This is not reality.
What do you mean it's not reality? Why can it not be reality?
In most cases, a woman loses her sex drive. It's natural and normal. After she have children, the sex drive cut down. She cannot have sex every time because when the man called, the child was crying or the child is awake. So what we do now, cut back full workload because you can't manage. The business now be successful. The instinct of us is being diminished. The more you diminish your instinct, the less man we are. And you, the wife, is going to lose attraction for us if we get less of a man. So
true that, but same how in the beginning of the relationship, I should say, the man, you was the magnet that drew her to you in the first place, right? Mm-hmm. That you said or done that she agreed for you to be the person in her life, yes? Mm-hmm. So when you're saying that she's not giving up for whatever reason, you need to still be that magnet. You need to be able to, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like you man just want, you're coming from work and your food's ready, actually just jumping on you regardless of what's happening.
Yes, that's why we get married, because guess what? We can get all of these things. If we have enough girls, we can get all of these things. But if we have one girl, you have to deliver. You have to deliver. So know what you're doing when you say you want a man, because a man is a very hard work. And you want one. Not necessarily you, but women in the world want a husband. So this is the job. If you can't manage the workload, get help.
Again, you're saying not all, but what happens to the ones that are then? The one that you said not all women and women lose their sex drive. Okay, what happens to the ones that are still holding on to doing what they need to be doing for that man for them 21 days? What's happening?
The man is being a man.
Because the little 7 days he can't take off, it'll kill you for the 7 days.
The 7 days productivity still need to. The 7 days worth of productivity still need to tap up. 7 days worth of not producing anything, no good. And most men are fine. Most men will try their best to be good. Because at the same time, sex drive cut down after a while too. So, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll just wait to hear what other men are saying about this situation.
I'll try this Saturday or Wednesday. I don't know which day. I'll have to keep researching it. But I like them. I like the questions.
I like the fact that you try to answer most of them. So,
but what you need to do now, on a personal level, is to analyze all of what me just say and run with it. And by the way, this will be on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I've been analysing. I told you I've been turning away, man, like, whoa.
You've been turning away?
Yeah. I've been turning away. I'm single, so I've been saying single, but everyone that I like or seems to like me, I've got children or mix up in, and I, you know, just like, no, man, Pastor, you don't need to go to your baby mama's club. I can't deal with the drama. Gotta look after your children or something. There's no men out here. Let me just tell Cena said it's going to be on YouTube. You women out there, that Pastor said that we must give back their people who've got baby mothers and stuff. Yeah, there's none out there that ain't got no children. I'm just letting you not know.
The bad boys got children. The good boys ain't got none.
There's no, where the good boys at, unless the good boys are well shy and the bad boys are just overcrowded them, or all good boys turn bad boys and there's no good boys. That's it.
I don't know. Ladies keep growing the bad boys then. They ain't growing no good boys.
Oh. Let me just leave that one alone.
Don't call no names. I don't want nobody to know your names, so I won't say the names. But thank you very much for these questions, and thank you very much for helping with this video. And we're gonna press along with it and find out more from more people.
From the men in the world, let us know what's your lot's opinion. No problem.
Okay.
Let's see where this goes. Community, pray for us.
Definitely. Thank you, yeah.
Salama.
And keep in touch though.
I will.
Enough respect, my sister. One love. Please like, share, and subscribe if you find it interesting. Thank you. Big up the Horny channel.